Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. So today's video, we will be putting on this frontal and drawing guidelines. So if you want to know how to do that, keep watching this video and be sure to subscribe. This is the frontal I am using from my vendor. If you are looking for a hair vendor, I will put my hair vendor's link in the description box. So we are going to apply the frontal, making sure that the hairline on the frontal is about an inch in front of the cap. I gave y'all a side view so y'all can see how much I pulled it up. So once you do that, you are just going to pin it down with a T-pin. You will need a couple of these T-pins. So once you get the front, we are going to get the sides and the back. So when you are putting it on the sides, what you want to do is just lay the frontal down. Like, don't move it forward, don't move it backward, just let it fall naturally, and that's where it should go. You see what I'm doing? You don't want to do this. You want to keep it where it falls, because if you do it the other way, you can mess up the wig, and it'll be too small or too big if you move the frontal forward, or if you move the frontal too far back when pinning it down. And again, we're going to repeat that same thing to the other side, remembering to let the frontal fall just straight down. Don't do it back. Don't do it forward. Just let it fall. And then we're going to pin those down as well. And this is how your frontal should look after that. Then I'm just going to braid the hair out of the way. You can either clip it up if you don't know how to braid, whatever works best for you. Just be sure to make sure that the hair is out of your way. So when we start threading it, it will be easy breezy, you know. All right. So now we are just going to start sewing the frontal down. A quick reminder, if you are new to this, don't sew through the elastic band where that darker part is. You want to just sew through that first layer. And then once you sew through that first layer, once you get to the thin part, you can just sew regularly. And I'm just making sure to double knot the beginning of my stitching and double knotting at the end when I get to the other side. So I'm going to speed this process up. What you are going to do is just keep sewing all the way across until you get to the other side of the frontal. So once we get to the other side, we are going to double knot it, and then we are going to attach our measuring tape onto the head. We are going to use the inch side. I got this measuring tape from Walmart. You can get it from Walmart, Michael's, a craft store. It shouldn't be that hard to find, or just Amazon. So I'm going to take this Sharpie. It's a metallic Sharpie, and I'm going to draw the lines that are on the measuring tape. I'm just going to follow every single number until I have no more room to draw another line. And again, we are on the inch side. And then once you do that, you're just going to take the measuring tape off and then connect those lines that you just drew onto the cap. And once we get to the sides of the cap, what we are going to do is just draw the lines to the end of the cap, making sure that they are kind of slanted down just a little bit, not too straight across, but not too slanted. And then once we get to the top, those last two lines, we are just going to draw them down into that other guideline, like you can see. Oh, I'm sorry, the last line at the top. I hope y'all can see what I just did, but I'm gonna do it again on this side. Again, we are just going to draw these lines to the end of the cap, having a little slant in them. And then once we get to that last line at the top, we're just going to drag it down to the last line that we drew. And then once you do that, you draw your guidelines. This is how your wig should look before you start sewing. I hope this video was educational and you took something from it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and I will see y'all in my next video.